This is the P.A.N. podcast, the podcast about nothing. Today I'm joined here with my lovely, amazing friends, Matthew.
Hi.
And Jesse.
What's up?
Now, if I do remember correctly, Jesse, he is the MVP of the last episode, the most valuable podcaster. If, Jesse, you could show off your amazing trophy.
Yeah, I had to make sure it was facing you at the MVP part.
And what I mean by that is we like to play a little game if you haven't caught on already, or if this is the first episode that you're watching for some reason. We like to do a little bit of a game with each one. The host, which for this episode, me, gets to hold a little challenge to see who's going to be the MVP. And for this, going off of today's subject. And for that, we'll get to that in a little bit. But for now, I want to ask you boys, how's it going?
Well, let me start off by saying this. That's my MVP trophy, and you guys know it. So we all talked before this episode, and we had a little bit of a technical accident, and so I'm guaranteed the MVP this episode. Ain't that right, boys?
I was going to bring up the fact that I was getting mad deja vu, and yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we had technical difficulties.
We had some technical difficulties. Recorded an entire hour-long episode, and it no longer exists. It just convenient.
I tried my damnedest for 45 minutes to salvage what I could, and it was a 13-minute just shit around clip of different parts of the podcast that it decided to splice together automatically instead of the full recording.
Oh boy.
And when I would go back through the recording files, it would be like all the other ones are up like anywhere from 2.5 million to 5 million little kilobits of space. And this one was like 13,000. So I was like, oh, shit. So that was like, this has to be an error. I thought it was just a temp file before the file was actually completely downloaded. And then I went on here to Riverside, and it didn't say anything anywhere about full recording. And it showed, instead of, the hour X amount of minute marker that we normally have at the end of it, it was like 13 minutes 06 seconds. And I was like, shit. So I took the entire file and compressed it and put it into a zip file to transfer over to Adobe Premiere. And I went on there. All the audio files were there, and all of the media files were there. But they were not synchronized whatsoever. And trying to go through and resynchronize all of them, the end result was still the same 13-minute clip. I'm like, this isn't enough. We were there for a fucking hour, not 13 minutes.
Then it was all jumble fucked around, so like none of it even made sense. So unfortunately,
it basically became like a 2009 Machinima Modern Warfare montage of us just talking and laughing. And I'm like, that's cool and all, but it was a full hour recording. Where the fuck did that go? It disappeared into the void, I guess, of the internet, because
the black hole of the internet.
I clicked stop, and it said it was there for an hour and X amount of minutes, and then it said recording successfully downloaded. I was like, well, that was fucking quick. I went to the record file, and just 95% of it was gone.
So
and now we're here.
And now we're here doing a remake. It's not going to be the same podcast, and I'm not guaranteed the win, but we're going to have to put a little notch on under my trophy wins as I don't know what you got, call that.
Point.
I got a half a win. I got a half a trophy.
I think I'm just, next time I host, I'm just gonna have to take that in consideration. The fact that got stolen from you.
Then we'll have to get a pity win from Jesse next time.
It's not so much pity as it is just empathy,
Yeah.
I'm an empath. I have such sensitive feelings, and I care for everyone's emotions that I would cater to a friend in need like that.
Well, boys, I kind of do want to say that I have some pretty bad news to start off the podcast today, I suppose. So I got on Facebook the other day and I looked at what my mom posted, and apparently, so back at her place we have this swing set that was all set up. There's two swings and then there's a horse swing that was made out of wood, and apparently, just the other day, due to like strong winds and just the fact that the trees out there are all like super old, one of the branches came down and just destroyed the entire thing.
Oh no!
So
Damn.
yeah, I mean that thing has been there ever well before I was there, obviously, but that swing set had probably been up there for at least, I would say, 40 years. I would say.
Did it ever see action in swinging horses?
Oh, absolutely. The horse one was by far my favorite, I would say. It was set up to look perfectly like a little pony, and it sat too. So, like me and I remember distinctly my little brother and I, we'd get on it and we would ride together. It was pretty, just the childhood imagination would just thrive on that swing set, and now it's just gone.
Well, if you need a shoulder to cry on, Jesse's in the other room. That is sad. That
comes
sucks.
full circle to me being an empath, you know?
Yeah. my childhood.
That is sad. That is basically a small piece of history for you guys, and it sucks that happened.
I mean, just like now thinking on it more, I'm just thinking about like all the memories I had in that spot, and I'm just like, wow, just completely came down, just shattered. It looks pretty sad if you look it up and everything on Facebook. It looks just flattened.
Is there any? Is there enough wood left that you could like make something with it, or do some sort of, make something that would be memorable? Like those people that do those wood sculptures.
Something with it. It looked like
maybe it's a possibility that if that wood wasn't treated, I mean, I don't know if the wood was treated when it was constructed or not, but if it wasn't, then it probably is not very good wood now.
Yeah, it's not good.
Super, super old too. So,
I mean, you could make a new one out of new material and it'd be fine, but it wouldn't be the same one.
It wouldn't be the same one.
Just like put one piece of the old horse on there just for.
I use the old bolts on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Gotta do something. Well, on a little bit of a lighter note, I took Gavin to Holiday World, and that was, it was a lot of fun, but it also was terrible at the same time. I just want to tell Holiday World that turkey twirl ride can go fuck itself. Okay, because
what happened?
Because fuck that ride. That's what's happened. So my son, he's like just under the height limit on like all the big water slides. So we was able to do one water slide that was kind of big, and which he now, if you ask him, he says he hated the big water slide. But the second we hit the bottom, he goes, "I want to do that again." So
he doesn't know what he wants.
He doesn't know what he wants. He loved it. He literally loved it the whole time. And then when we made it back home, he goes, "Mary, Daddy, I didn't like that slide." I'm like, you
sit on a third of lies.
Like, you said you wanted to do it again. What are you talking about? But we ended up going there, and mind you, that drive is a lot longer than I remember it when I was a kid. That ride hits different these days. And we ended up getting there, and we were going to do the water park at the end and just kind of do the ride, like, the outside, the dry rides first. And we went to the Thanksgiving section of Holiday World, all the Thanksgiving themed ones. And there's a turkey twirl ride there. And Gavin was tall enough to do it, but he had to have an adult with him. So that was luckily me. And it would spin you in a circle, but as it's spinning you in a big circle, the turkey you're sitting in also twirls and just spins you as well.
Yeah.
And so not only are you circling, but then you're double circling. It's
like a solar system.
And so I had a good idea.
It looks like that right there.
Yes,
It's a little like merry-go-round, except it's a merry-go-round that merry-go-rounds the turkeys that go around.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
a lot of rounds
Around.
and rounds, and then so I thought, I'm like, you know what, this thing's gonna spin. I'm gonna sit in the corner. I'm gonna put Gavin beside me so I can kind of hold him, and you got to hold the bar down. Well, what happened was, since all the weight was on one side of the turkey, when we would spin, it would just whip us the fuck around so fast.
Yeah.
So like everybody else was doing these just like mediocre spins, and then we were just getting whiplash, bro. It was spinning us so hard. And Gavin loved it. So we rode it once, and then Gavin's like, I want to do it again. And I'm like, all right, it was fun. So we went, did it again. And then we go to the water park, and then my head just starts pounding. I got an excruciating headache. I feel like I'm going to puke. And I didn't put two and two together that it was from that ride. So the water park closes at 5, and then there's an hour left where you can still do rides. So as we were leaving the water park, Gavin's seen it, and he goes, I want to do it again. And I'm like, all right, man, cool. So we get on it. We do. And at this point, my headache's gone. I'm good. I don't feel like I'm going to puke. My headache's gone. I do this ride. And before we walked and made it to the car, my head was throbbing again. And I felt like I was going to puke the entire drive home, which is 2.5 hours. It was fucking terrible. That ride is awful. It's awful. Like, it's good, but if you get any sort of motion sickness, don't do it. It's a mistake.
Well,
Save yourself.
Two things with that. One, it sounds like you should be blaming either yourselves or your own son, because you said it yourself. You put all your weight on one side of the turkey.
Yeah.
So there's that. That's only going to make things worse. It's going to make it spin faster. And then I guess you could also blame your son, too, because you wanted to do it 3 times. I
know.
don't see where this is Holiday World's fault.
No, it's just...
It's kind of like Matt has survivor's guilt, except he's just pissed off because his tummy hurt after the ride.
Yeah.
So he's trying to find blame in something that's not him or his kid, when it's really him or his kid's fault.
The only thing I'll say is, you guys will do the same thing whenever you guys have kids.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
No matter what, you'll be like, "This is going to suck," but I'm still going to do it. Well, you blame something else too, because you can't blame your kid.
At that point, you're not living for yourself like you were pre-kid. At that point, you're living for your kid.
You're living vicariously through your kid.
Yeah, you have to do it for him.
It's not like you're going to go home and then be like, hey, fuck you, kid, because you wanted to ride the ride. Like, I'm not going to blame him for it. He's 5. He wanted to ride the ride. Of course I'm going to do it. I'm not going to just tell him like, hey, sorry, buddy, I'm gonna get a tummy ache after this and a really bad headache.
Maybe so why don't we just agree?
Why don't we just agree that it's no one's fault?
It's so funny. Hold on, no. He said, why don't you have him write a different one? You've never been around kids.
I've been around many.
That way.
It doesn't work that way. It doesn't take a genius to understand.
You say, hey, kid.
Hey, listen.
Said, hey, kid.
That's not how that works. A kid's going to do what a kid wants to do, not what the fuck you want to do.
See,
especially you're an adult figure.
Here's the thing.
You got to pump it up. You got to be like, hey, kid, look, I'm going to give you a candy bar, and we're also going to go on this much better ride and just really overhype it. Who knows? It could be better. It could be slightly worse.
That's how have emotions, and they can still decide for themselves.
That sounded so
like
creepy.
Vegetables.
You said, I never said that at all.
Hey, just don't ever say that
the
again.
Kids are easily what?
You said, "Hey kid, I got a candy bar."
Exactly. Ain't no kid following your ass around the park, and if you are, you're getting reported.
I'm hoping that I'm talking to my own kid at that point. It's like, hey, bub, come here.
God,
I'll give you a
change subjects before this starts getting sketchy.
See, look, I start laughing. Now my camera's blurry. What the fuck is going on? I literally. I hate this.
Well, Jesse, how's your week? Before we move on.
Hate this.
Well, pretty good. That's it.
All right.
The usual. No, I'm just kidding. It's been decent.
Are you gonna talk? This is a
Dude, I was
podcast.
just
This is a
looking at you.
podcast.
We're just distracted by you, I'm assuming.
Oh
Well,
my
come
god.
the fuck on, dude. This is just. Oh, there it goes.
There we go.
Oh,
Now don't
there
move.
we go. There we go.
Now we can hear about Jesse's day.
Yeah, so my week has been I'd say relatively uneventful. I will add that because of Matt's actions in going to Holiday World, me and LaCrista got a free Holiday World ticket out of it.
You should thank my mom and dad. You better do it on the podcast. They listen to this.
All right, Julie and Mickey, thanks guys. I appreciate it. In my best effort to not be a doucher, I'm going to thank both you guys and Matthew here for bestowing upon me and LaCrista one ticket. So that's literally half the cost. So that helps out. Now the hard part is just finding a weekend to go. Because my old schedule used to be I'd be off on Wednesday nights and Thursday nights, and she'd be off. And that's when she worked overnights. But now she'll work like Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, and often on Sundays. And she works during the days. And it's weird because we see each other more than when we were both on nights. But between her and not knowing if she's going to work a morning shift or an evening shift and close, or if she's going to do a double, and the way they do their schedules, it's usually not till a week in advance until everything's set in stone. So I told her, I was like, well, you're just going to be at the mercy of me having now Friday nights and Saturday nights off when you normally work, and just hope that you work a morning so you can get off, at like 2 or 3, and I sleep in, and then the next day you work an evening, or you don't work at all, so we can get up as early as possible and then go there. But we won't know until a week in advance. So we have the tool, just not the utility, which is a stupid problem to fucking have. But
You bought the cart before the horse.
yeah, so
Well,
just
you're gifted
it's
the
like,
cart
well,
before the
it's
horse.
cool that we have that. It's cool that we have that, but now we gotta use it. When the fuck are we going to use it? So that's been the main issue. But other than that, not really too much has been going on in my life. I yesterday had to walk through and deal with our boss in the morning time because we had a big old spooky corporate walk, and Alex was off. Me and Matt were there braving the weather,
Braving the storm.
braving the storm per se. Everyone down south they're dealing with the real ones, and we got an equal beast up north with our boss because I came in at 10 p.m. All right, I came in at 10 p.m. and he's going through a laundry list like this long of dumb shit after dumb shit. Like it's any other. It's just, to me, it's any other night. Because these big suits and ties are going to be in, after, I get off. So I mean, and at the rate we were going to be done well before I got off. So, he stayed there for like I think it was till 11:30, and we have this Zamboni. This it's supposed to be automated, but no one's smart enough to use it that way. And I mean, the team that me and Alex are on, we were trained on how to use the thing, but never got the tools. In this case, the hours to do it. So
I
we
think
basically
technically
just
speaking, only really you and I got trained the most for it.
yeah, and it was basically like a silent protest because we just stopped doing it after a month. And so John, he's taking it upon himself to ride this thing, and he's following me the whole time. I'm pulling skids out uh, with our power equipment, and he's riding my ass with the thing.
What's that Olympic thing where they like roll the stuff and then they go behind them with a broom and they like what's that? They like roll a disc on ice and then they scrape shit. That's what I'm thinking of when you're
What
talking
is
about
it?
this.
I used to know it.
I'll just look it up. I'm going to keep talking. So he just keeps shuffling behind me, and mind you, this thing can get up to like I don't know. It seems like 5-10 miles an hour, and the power equipment that I'm using goes at a walking pace. So I got this 1,500 2,000 pound skid on this power equipment that I'm pulling behind me, and I look behind me. I'm looking over here, and I can see him just veering, looking to see if there's a way to get around me the whole time. So I finally just pull off in two different aisles. I'm like, just go on by. Just go on by. I don't even know why you're still here, but just go on by. And he's like, I got to touch the perimeter real quick, Jesse. I got to get this done, or else it's not going to get done in the morning. I said, okay. And then he went off on that thing, and both the areas where he's supposed to leave the thing, I didn't see him. So and he just disappeared. He wasn't there. And I realized that when I went on out to break a little bit later than that, he was just gone. And best part is, like 5 hours later, he comes back in,
All
bright and
hopped up.
early. Yeah, with his double shot espresso coffee and his zero sugar Rockstar energy drink, dual wielding him in both hands. And then here comes the laundry list again. And here's the list of things I need to worry about. And here's the continuation of the list. It goes all the way down to the floor of the stuff that he wanted me to do. And I was in the middle of doing some of the stuff, and he'd be like, "Why isn't it done yet?" It's like, well, I'm right in the middle of it. And that went on for about an hour and a half. And finally, at 6:30, when I was supposed to go home, he had asked me, he was like, "Did this, and that get done?" I was like, "Yes, it got done. Don't worry. I'm going to go home now." He's like, "Sure you don't want to stay and help this department?" I was like, "Hey, that's too late. I already clocked out. I was able to do it on my mobile device." And he smiled. And he said, "Have a good day." And I walked out the building. And now it's become like a weekly feature because now it's like a weekly thing that these walks happen. So then once a week now, at the peak of the week, everyone's anxiety and emotions have to get shot up to 10 because he's going to be here. He's here every single time we have a walk. When I come in and clock in, and he's here when I'm getting ready to clock out.
You feel better, Jesse?
Yeah, that was more of a rant.
Yeah, I was just checking.
Well, after all of that, if I don't know if you still remember the question that was asked, but the event is called curling.
Curling?
Yeah,
Yeah, curling.
Huh.
I about called it shot put, and I was like,
that's
not
literally
that's
definitely what I was
shot
thinking.
put.
I almost said that I was thinking shot put, but I knew it wasn't that. But
shot put's throwing the ball.
Yeah, I know. I knew what shot put was, but that was the only thing coming into my head.
Otherwise, I would say my week was good.
Well,
uneventful.
It didn't
went to
sound
work.
like it, but I'm glad it was.
Yeah, it was. Besides last night, it was like I don't know, it got down to 55 degrees or some shit like that.
Oh, it got pretty cold.
It got pretty nipply.
Yeah,
and it was just weird considering just like 3 or 4 days ago we were nestled right in between the scrotum of Satan himself and Diablo's ball sack. It was right there in the valley right here, and our heat index was a regular, comfy, like 116 degrees. And I was talking to my mom about it. It's like I thought we were fucking Indiana, and it's you go down here to Arizona, Utah, Nevada, you can cook a steak on a manhole cover, and they're bringing their fucking temperatures up here. It's Indiana. Ain't nothing
But at least
interesting
it's a
supposed to
dry
go on up
heat.
here.
At least it's a dry heat over there.
It's the humidity that'll get you.
It's the humidity that's awful here, dude.
All dads in their jean shorts and New Balance white shoes and their white shirt with their denim hat and aviators are out there like, yep, it's the humidity that'll get you.
That's
Yeah,
literally.
it's that heat index.
I love everybody in Indiana. Like when it's super, super, super cold, they'll just be like, "It wouldn't be too bad if it wasn't windy."
That's the other correlation. Yes,
That's the Midwest for you, folks. For
the heat
those
and the cold ain't a problem. It's the wind and the humidity.
We also live in the area where you go to Florida for vacation, and then everyone's like, "You gonna fly?" Fuck no! It's just a 12-hour drive.
Yeah.
Do that no problem. Still enjoy the first day.
My favorite part about Florida, though, is just going down there. It's about 70 degrees roughly, and you're just like, oh, this is shorts weather. This is perfect. I love it out here. And they stare at you like you have three heads and a split, like a forked tongue. Because it's just like, what is wrong with this person? Why doesn't he have a jacket? Where's his pants at? It's like, Indiana, buddy. Sorry.
It's 70 degrees in Florida. We're sweating still.
It's a fucking cold front in Florida.
Yeah.
Shoot, me and my brothers, we went down there a long time ago, and we were going down to the beach at like 75. Everyone else it was amazing. No one else was there. We had the whole entire beach to ourselves pretty much because everyone was just like, what is wrong with you? It's like,
It's too cold to be on the beach.
Nah, it was amazing. But let's cycle it to today's topic, and this is obviously the reattempt of last week. Well, last attempts was would you rather? Now, This time around, I came up with a little bit more light-hearted questions, and but I'm going to keep the grading the same with the more intriguing answer wins you some points.
Just make sure you remember that.
I was about to say I'm going to do my best to remember that because I have short-term memory loss apparently, and I also
we know that, and we love you.
Yes, you just got to accept.
I don't know about the audience. Me and Matt love you. So
but people in Denmark might love me.
Yeah, the 1%.
One guy in Denmark watching it for Alex.
Yeah, shout out to our less than 1% in Denmark and our less than 1% in the UK. You guys are real. You guys, we appreciate you.
There.
Yeah.
But so like these questions are going to be a little bit more lighthearted, and today I'm going to start off with. Let's start off with Matt. Let's start with you.
I was going to volunteer Matt to go first because he has a kid.
Oh yeah, because he has a kid.
I immediately get a fucking handicap on the episode because of this shit.
So, would you rather have to hop around on one foot everywhere you go, or always have to squat?
Okay, well, what's the squat mean? Like I'm gonna literally like squat
You're
sideways?
Squatting imagine like a crab walk stance. Except you don't have to do the weird arm motion. It's all on the legs. You have to squat everywhere you go.
Fucking do the Dr. Zoidberg. Oh my gosh.
They both sound terrible.
I'm assuming I could switch legs when I'm hopping, right?
Sure, just to make it, I guess, a little bit better, I suppose.
Dude, talk about fucking leg day, bro.
Dude, you would be able to kick a hole in a cement wall.
I'd be getting drafted by an NFL team, bro. I'd be able to kick 100-yard field goal, dude. Are you kidding?
Get out of the way, Justin Tucker. We got Matt Walden.
Yeah. We got the schnoz Matt Walden.
You think I'd still have to squat when I'm running up to go kick the field goal?
Yeah, in this universe, Matt, there's no would you rather. He'll do both. It's all part of the physique.
I'm gonna have to go with a. Oh my gosh! And it's like I'm assuming it's a deep squat. You got to deep squat it too, right? You got to get them gains.
I'll just go with 90-degree maybe, because like
that's a
deep squat.
squat, bro.
No, deep squat. No. Deep squat is when you go like this.
Okay.
That's
I
deep
got you.
squat to me.
Yeah, that's an Irish dance.
So we're talking
Yeah.
we're a right angle.
Right
Okay,
angle, 90-degree regular squat.
Minecraft squat.
Your legs look like this.
Dude, I think I'm gonna have to go with the squatting only because I've hopped on one foot before, and you can only go so far.
You're getting anywhere in life hopping on one foot.
You literally can't. Like, you can imagine go try to walk your dog. I mean,
oh God, with Ruby,
he's gonna walk you.
She just starts
She
running
will
while I'm in
take
mid hop.
off.
I'm gone. I'm on the fucking ground, bro. I'm gonna have to go with the squat, and then I'm gonna have to get a desk job.
Because that's the thing.
No chair
that's the beauty of
included.
it.
It's just. I'm actually recording this right now, squatting. The chair is just a backdrop.
I have to do a wall sit. I'm actually the chair.
Oh, that takes it back a little bit.
That's so stupid.
Do you remember doing that shit in PE class? They'd be like, do a wall sit, bro.
We did it for band camp. It was a punishment for us.
Oh
If
my
we got
God.
out of line somewhere, if we misstep, we had to do wall sits for God knows how long.
Hey, we don't want to know that shit. What happens in band camp stays in band camp.
This one time at band camp,
That's my answer. I have to squat. I think I'm going to squat.
Jesse, how about you?
I'm going to keep mine short and concise. All right, just like a 90-degree angle. So
That was a good one. I like that. That was a funny.
So the only answer that is correct is to squat, because human anatomy dictates that we have two big toes for the sole purpose of supporting 80% collectively of our body weight and helping with balance and support. And I will reiterate this till the day I die. This is a scientific fact, and not a lot of people know this. Big toes are important, and if you're only hopping on one leg, that is literally, you're taking a 40% loss in stability, balance, control, mobility, speed, and potential. And it's survival of the fittest in these times, motherfucker. So if you ain't squatting, you're dying. And that's all I know. So if you're squatting, at least at any angle, you still have both feet planted. That is two big toes on the ground. If you're hopping, that's only one big toe. Yeah, I get you can exchange legs. It doesn't matter. That's 40% at any given moment. And that's 60% of what the fuck could go wrong. Instead of big toes, yeah, 80% coverage, 20% what could go wrong. That's like, those are good odds. I'll take them.
So does the rest of the toes only have like 4% stability?
Yeah,
they're almost
basically.
useless.
Yeah.
They're just for show.
Comparatively to big toes, they don't do a whole lot. The next important one is your pinky, surprisingly, and it's the tiniest one. Because think of like an airplane, right? They got their big wings, and then they have the flaps, and then you got the in the back you have the wings that do this, the axes, and they're tinier, but they're also what control most of the direction of the airplane. The flaps on the big wings are only for taking off and landing, stuff like that. The tiny wings like that. And, I mean, you have rudder flaps on the wings, but there's the tinier ones that really shove the aircraft where it needs to go, just like big toes and pinkies. Big wing, tiny wing, big toes, pinkies. That's literally, if you hop, you will die at an early age.
I have never heard that
comparison.
Yeah. Sorry, I never had my light on. Fucking moron.
So I'm gonna do a little bit of a twist. I'm gonna do a little bit of a twist with this one. So, all right, never mind. Scratch what I just said. Jesse.
Yes, sir.
Would you rather get your wisdom teeth pulled or your butt cheeks pierced?
The whole fucking cheek. Or do you mean like the little dimples above a butt, like the little dimples on the lower back?
For this, I am thinking because like you can't get a bar through your butt cheeks. That is not gonna work.
So am I going to get like a septum piercing for my left ass cheek? Is that what you're telling me?
I'm
It's
just
going to be a
imagining.
giant. It's going to be a
I'm thinking you
giant
have to
hoop.
I'm thinking you have to get 2 big
It's gonna be a
studs.
basketball net ring. It's gonna be the fucking hoop.
You have to get 2. You have to get 2 big studs, one for each booty cheek.
So I know the answer to this.
Like, you know those
I know my
cheek ones?
answer.
Like the cheekbone ones.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
talking about? Imagine that, but bigger on your butt.
How big
Like-
are we talking?
Like
How big is
quarter
the stud?
size? Like quarter size?
Is the stud like
Quarter-
this big, like fist sized,
Or is it
No.
like a
or
It's
do you
like a-
think
Let's go with
more like
quarter.
the diameter of this ring here?
I'll go
a
with
quarter.
quarter size. That's about a
quarter.
fair jewelry size.
Then I definitely know my answer to this, and I'm going to tell you, I'm not afraid of getting my wisdom teeth taken out. I still have my wisdom teeth.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my answer. But I'm just kidding. I saw an opportunity, I took it. But
You just can't stop doing it. Keep
That's
saying,
all.
But
well, I'm trying to find a good way to say this, but I am blessed and cursed with a misproportionately large preposterous. I'll put it that way.
I mean, why don't you stand up, show the whole world?
And
We don't have to do that.
Oh, he does.
so you see right there, it's I got very I got a big booty going on down there.
You have
He's
a
got-
belt on or no?
Yeah, I have a belt.
He's got
Is
the
it
fucking
riding up?
cake, bro.
It looks like it's see. Lift up your shirt just a tiny bit. You can see where it's riding up just a tiny bit. That is a consistent problem
Stop
that he has.
sexualizing me. Let me go on.
Okay.
So I have such a massive amount of both muscle and fat in my cheeks that it's like imagine a I don't even know, like a 7-layer dip for your chips, right? The first like 4 layers are muscle, and then the top 3 layers are fat. Because I'm dummy thick, as the kids say. So
With 2
I feel like
C's.
I'd say like 3, maybe 4 C's
4 C's.
thick. So if I get a stud in each cheek, it probably won't feel very different. And because of how cloud-like my cheeks are, I feel like the studs would just get like absorbed if I sat down on them. Like imagine you put a tiny mini marshmallow in your belly button, and then you just closed up your belly, and that's kind of what would happen to the stud on my butt cheek. So I'm gonna go so hard with getting a butt stud.
The amount
Oh.
of thoughts in my head right now, I feel like you're wrong, but at the same time, it's just leading me down a path of thoughts that I don't really want to venture down. So, Matt, please
It's too
deter me
late.
from thinking about that. What is your answer? Wisdom teeth pulled or booty cheeks pierced?
I have the right answer, and I'll tell you why. Because his answer is 100% wrong. And the problem, like, for me, I don't have a butt. So I imagine it would be very painful. I also would be a little worried if I was Jesse with the fact that these are going to be protruding a little bit. And if they're not on the very close, like near the outside of your butt cheeks, it's going to look like you have a butt plug in. Okay? So you might you might want to change
Well,
that
see,
answer.
that part, it will have to be on the outside rim of the butt cheeks.
I'm
Because
really hoping
when
so
when
for
you
your
start
sake.
getting towards the interior, that's when you start getting towards bone.
Yeah. So I have had one wisdom tooth pulled, and went there, got a little shot of numbing stuff. She got like this fucking wrench that looked like it was for fucking screw, bolts this fucking big. She gets in there, pulls it out. I was fine. It's not a big deal. Now I know some people, have their wisdom's teeth and they're like stuck or they're, I think, impacted or whatever they call what, Jesse?
No, I'll let you continue. I'll let you finish your answer, and then
Yeah.
I have a rebuttal.
Yeah, they're either impacted or they're whatever the word is for it, and it can be very painful. But to me,
That's actually a good word choice. I'd give you bonus points for using that word.
And so I can understand in certain cases where getting your wisdom teeth pulled might be worse, but for me, I'm getting the wisdom teeth pulled because that's just a pain for let me make it funny here. That's a pain in the ass for maybe a week. Those studs are going to be a pain in the ass the rest of your life.
Not with as thick as I am. I promise you that.
I'm gonna
buddy.
do my best to ignore that because I hate puns. You might have lost points. I don't know.
I like the pun, but you're wrong.
What's your rebuttal?
So here's the thing: wisdom teeth extraction has a very uncomfortably large prognosis, like a mortality rate. There's a lot that can go wrong with a wisdom tooth removal. Just one.
How many?
As far as I know, that's what I'm saying.
Have even happened, bro?
I'm sure that there's been plenty.
And that's the thing. We don't have a control group for either of these, but we do have the facts. And no one's getting on the internet and saying, I got a butt stud. And
I'm scared to look
right
this
now.
up. I'm scared to look it up, bro.
No one's getting on the internet saying I got a butt stud, and now I'm like, I'm permanently disabled somewhere in my body. There are people that die from wisdom tooth extraction, from infection that takes over very, very quickly, especially when you get to stuff like root canals and whatnot. Because those all have significant health risks because of how sensitive your mouth is. Your butt cheeks are literally just muscle and fat. The worst thing that could happen down there is if you don't maintain it and wash your ass, you're going to get an infection.
The only thing that popped up is just Brazilian butt lifts and how many people die from those. That's the only thing that's popped up. Hold on. Oh.
The chances are low, but never zero.
Oh, shit. There's always that one person.
That'd be a cool way to go out, though. So I got a Brazilian butt lift, and then I died. Write that on the tombstone, bro.
I would hate that.
Oh, that's
that'd be
terrible.
so
You know what I'm saying,
embarrassing.
though, about the wisdom tooth extraction? Like,
No, I
it's
get
definitely it's definitely a way bigger health risk than a butt stud.
Stop saying butt stud.
I went to go type in butt stud on the search, and I thought for sure I'd get some bad shit, so I just changed it.
We'll call it a buddy.
It says, while yes, this is for the wisdom teeth. It says, while yes, it is possible to die from the procedure, this is very rare and occurs in less than 1% of all cases.
But that's still less than 1% more.
It's not zero. You're right. It's not zero.
And we can't find anything on the internet about butt stud deaths.
I don't know if we can't. I think we just don't want to.
Exactly. It's but we haven't, and the evidence we have thus far tells me that wisdom teeth is way more dangerous than butt studs.
I would imagine more people's died from that. I'll give you that.
That's my argument, and I'm dying on this hill. Studs and butt and all.
Oh, let's get away from that for a minute. Matt,
Forever, please.
Matt, would you rather go a year without any eyelashes or go a year without any eyebrows?
Oh my gosh. See, I don't know right off the top of my head, but I think eyelashes are like pretty important. But man, I'd look awful with no eyebrows. And I got thick eyebrows too, so it's like even worse, bro. Like I got real thick eyebrows, so
Now, I'll
I
say
know.
for me, I could probably get away with no eyebrows just because, like, I only have this tiny little bit, and then right here on it tapers off really bad. So I could probably just, and it'll be relatively fine. You, on the other hand, you have very large eyebrows for the most part.
You know what? I'm gonna have to go with, and since I'm losing most of my hair on top of my head, I don't want to lose my eyebrows, so I'm just gonna go with I'll go a year without eyelashes. And I know that's probably the wrong scientifically, and I'm sure Jesse will point that out because I'm pretty sure eyelashes are very important. Uh, but I would if
It's
I
actually a
had,
very tough decision for me. So
yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming I can't go to the what is a Victoria's Secret store and put fake ones on me or something or whatever, wherever you
well,
get
with
those
with
at.
the eyebrows, you could get them laminated. There is like you can get laser
Mhm.
attached brows
You know
and
what?
whatnot.
I'm changing my answer. This will be good. I'm getting rid of my eyebrows. I'm fucking getting them tattooed on. A lot of these girls around here will get like lipstick tatted and eyebrows tatted and their makeup tatted on them, so they don't have to wake up in the morning to do it anymore. I'm getting rid of my eyebrows and I'm
Wait,
tattooing them on it.
pause. You said
That took a
lipstick
way
tatted?
different direction.
Yep, they
But
will.
he is right though; they do that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've heard of
Yep.
like the inner lip, which is just a lot of pain for no reason because it fades within
Nope.
the year. But I've never heard of.
They will. They do it. It's
Ah,
crazy. It's gotta hurt like a motherfucker, dude. It
Yeah.
I
cannot
would be too
good.
weak for that. That takes a special type of a person to be able to do that. I'd be crying.
because
They
I would
wouldn't be able
love
to
to
get
get
me.
like tattoos in the future and everything, but not there.
I would have to take like a week off of work though to get my eyebrows tatted because the swelling. I imagine I would just
You look like a fucking
awful,
Neanderthal.
Dude.
Whoa.
I would. Yeah.
Fucking Geico caveman over here.
Uh.
Fucking,
Oh.
he is what we evolved from. He is our ancestry. We have to respect him.
Oh.
So too good.
That should just wreck your self-esteem how good you do that.
I did
That's
it for
too
my
good.
dad's family, dude. I swear, like he has like the worst like caveman like eyebrow,
Fucking
whatever
ooga
that's
booga
called.
ass.
He
Dude.
has like the
This whole
massive
side-
like what are they called? Like the massive like eyebrow ridge, whatever that's called. Like
I think it's
has
just
really
brow. I think this is just your brow in general.
I forget what they call it though. Whenever like you typically have like an extended, like a larger protruding brow. Like I got that from my dad, I think, and oh my god, it just serves for that purpose only.
This is with no
Oh. His
Yeah.
entire dad's side of the family's pissed that he just said that on this.
heresy. He's cursed.
You said you did that ancestry shit. Did you have Neanderthal in it? Or I think we all do, don't we? We all technically do, right?
What
Homo
ancestry?
sapiens?
What didn't you say you had like your the ancestry like .com or like whatever the fuck it is? You
I've
did that?
never once
That
done
was
that.
me.
Oh, that was Jesse.
My mom's sister, my aunt, did it.
Oh, okay.
Before we get off topic with that, Jesse, I need to know: would you rather no eyelashes for a year or no eyebrows?
It was a very tough decision, but simultaneously, while talking and getting into this conversation, I was thinking of my answer too. So, for those of you who don't know, I have eczema.
I knew this was
so.
I was about to say it too.
But an actual side effect of that is alopecia. So that basically it stunts a lot of hair growth around your body, especially in the places. Because I mean, I've had eczema everywhere except for my extremities. At one point, it was even on my face, behind my ears, neck, all my arms. Because I mean, you can see here. I mean, I definitely have hair, and it doesn't help that I'm blonde, but it's not like healthy. So I have to take like vitamins and use certain oils and lotions to try and combat that. But I already have a bad enough time with hair on my body. Besides, up here, I'm just now starting to get anything on my face and my Goldilocks and basically my pubes. So he said, but my extremity region has, that's basically the only part of my body that was actually untouched by my eczema. So the last thing I want to do is remove any hair of a substantial amount from my face. I would absolutely, and I have pretty full, darker eyebrows for being a blonde person.
That is true.
But the eyelashes are your pretty much first and most important line of defense for your eyes. If we didn't have them, you know how sometimes you randomly just be like minding your own business and all of a sudden you're like, oh, fuck, I got something in my eye. That's the very rare occasion where the eyelashes don't do their job. That's why you get all this gunk up in there. So without them, that rare occasion is going to become a very, very, very annoying normal. So despite my ugly eczema-ridden appearance, alopecia and all, I'm going to have to shave off my eyebrows because I'm not losing my luscious lashes because I don't want to go fucking blind. I'm not doing it. And if that means I'm not going to have eyebrows, so be it. That's my answer.
I feel like if you're going to do the eyebrows, you need to just do your hair on your head too, because you just look like a fucking experiment, bro. You just have no hair on your entire body. None.
I feel like you would have to lose like fantasy football. You would have to lose fantasy football for that.
Lose fantasy football.
I am what AI evolves into at that point. If I shave off my if I shave off my hair and my eyebrows, I'm just going to look like an AI creature.
The realistic Cortana.
You'd look like those damn things off of, what is it, I Am Legend? Those, is that what they are? Those like vampire things?
Don't call me that.
What are they vampires?
I thought I Am Legend was a zombie movie.
It's definitely zombies.
Yeah, but they're hairless. They don't have any hair on them. They don't have any hair on them.
Or are you talking about the other Will Smith movie where it's about the robots?
I'm talking about both. Because what is it, that iRobot?
Because the robots all work. I think it's iRobot.
Is it iRobot?
I think it's iRobot. Though,
iRobot.
where they're all like super pale white.
That's iRobot.
That's
iRobot.
That would make more sense and not fucking I Am Legend, where it's about zombies.
Fucking Will Smith's done too many fucking movies.
Yeah, let's not talk about him. Anyway,
take
Jesse.
My wife's name out your motherfucking mouth.
Jesse.
Sure.
Would you rather?
This is the last one.
This would have to be the last one. Would you rather wear a Speedo everywhere you go?
Oh my god.
Or a tuxedo everywhere you go?
Speedo.
Why?
I feel like the tuxedo says, I mean business. The Speedo says, I'm an adventurer.
Business. It just means a different type of business.
It's a type of business. At that point, the suit and tie. Fuck that. That's not a lifestyle. That's a dedication of this in just a toy of the machine that is capitalism. A Speedo represents freedom and everything this country stands for.
Weren't you making fun of Matt a few episodes ago for being a commie for not knowing the citizenship tab, and you're just like, oh, fuck capitalism.
Yeah, but I was the one giving the test. My opinions didn't matter at the time.
Fair.
Don't try to Uno reverse host bash me, motherfucker. We're living in the now. Quit living in the fucking past.
Anyway.
Oh my god.
But I feel like
You're gonna get kicked out of this. This is from literally from the podcast that got deleted when we were talking about would you rather go out with almost no clothes or whatever. You're gonna get kicked out of places doing this, Jesse. We literally talked about this.
I'm getting to that. I have a ball cup. I'm gonna wear a ball cup. All right. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna wear underwear. All right. And I'll wear nipple coverings if I have to. If they're really seen as offensive, I'll wear nipple coverings.
Nipple cover.
Now
just get the Band-Aid X.
Now, is this going to be a full suit Speedo, or right, at least going to have like up to here and that freed?
I'm assuming like it's literally like a fucking bikini fucking Speedo.
I'm
what
thinking
kind of
bikini
underwear?
bottom.
Oh, what is it, SpongeBob?
Sorry, I didn't know. I thought it was like a full. I thought it was like a hot dog suit. I didn't know.
No, I'm talking the bikini bottom. I'm talking about the blue elastic bikini bottom.
Well, in that case, I'm still going with the Speedo. I got a fat ass, and I'm not afraid of it.
By the end of the day, that thing's looking like a thong. I hope you know that.
Oh my
dude, it's getting swallowed in that abyss down there, bro. It's not. I'm not gonna have either. That Speedo's gonna be gone, bro.
Oh god. Matt, what is your answer?
I'm gonna save not only my my confidence and and also save everybody else's eyes, and I'm gonna wear a fucking tux, bro, everywhere I go, because I can assure you, nobody wants to see this hairy ape-looking motherfucker in the goddamn Speedo, bro. I'm gonna be fucking scaring kids away, dude. Like, I'll be going out and walk Ruby, and everyone's gonna be putting like extra blinds up in their houses.
Dude, like when you
just
were talking about a Speedo, I thought you were talking about this shit right
now. No.
It's like, why the fuck wouldn't I go with that?
No, I'm talking the little blue panties.
I immediately knew what he was talking about.
Oh, yeah, you're looking like this, bro. What the fuck, bro?
Damn it.
There is no way,
bro. It's a fucking toga.
That's actually pretty sick.
Oh,
stupid, bro.
Well, they call them like banana hammocks. You get to do stripes and do a banana hammock.
That would be one sucky tan line, though.
Oh my god. It's just enough to cover like both nipples partially.
But no, Matt's just walking around like this because like he's got all the hair out and everything. He's just walking around like, just scaring all the kids.
I mean, if I went with the Speedo, I'd have to walk around like that because that'd be the only way it makes sense.
Oh my god, dude! I start fucking crying.
They think I walked into like a fucking time machine. Just accidentally walked into a time. I'd have to walk around with a fucking club. I'd look like I'm off the fucking Flintstones. Like, I can't be doing that. I've got to wear
coming
a tux.
out of the time warp.
For sure, I got to do the tux. That's rough.
This one, you guys made it awfully difficult for me.
I feel like collectively this has been a tough episode.
This is so damn tough.
Me and Matt we fought to the bitter end.
We came out swinging.
Because with all practicality of the Speedo or the tuxedo, like you got to go with the tuxedo. You can't just be walking anywhere with you can't just be walking in anywhere with just a little bit of a thong. Pretty much, you just can't. You will not get served anywhere you go. But I love where
I have people go in with me, or people go in for me.
I will say, Jesse, I do love where you're going. It's just you just won't be able to do much in life. You know what I mean?
It sucks because I'm the contestant and you're the host. So I'm sorry I had to give my answer.
This
is truly unfortunate. But I understand you have a point. You are correct, but
squatting. You can't. You went full, and now I did not expect necessarily want you to go full analytical mode when it came down to the squat, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it all the same.
You make it way too difficult. Hell, at this point, just flip a fucking coin, bro.
Okay, here's where I have to draw the line. It comes down to this. I would say it's pretty neck and neck, except for one thing, where the eyelashes and the eyebrows. I'm going to take you back to that one. The problem is Matt's solution was to get rid of the eyebrows and get it tattooed, which is, in theory, smart. But at the end of the day, I did say for a year, and I feel like if you were to go get it
for a year?
Yes, I said that for a year.
Oh, I never heard it. Hey, I just made a solution for life.
Yeah,
that's efficient.
If it was for life,
he solved a temporary issue with the. Or he solved a temporary issue with a permanent solution. So,
if I said lifetime, I would have been like, "Oh, yep, all right, I see it." But for a year, I don't know, because like laser surgery
you think
still
he went
sucks.
above and beyond? Is that what you're saying?
I think he went past.
I'm getting punished for going above and beyond.
Yeah, fuck you, you shooting star.
Hey, this is
Hey,
America
you should have
for
listened to the words I said.
This is America for you. Don't ever do anything extra for the company you work for. They won't it won't benefit you.
So
you'll get nowhere in life.
With that being said, Matt, I'm sorry, but I think I have to give this one to Jesse.
I mean, I fully expected it. The one podcast I won got magically deleted, so why wouldn't it? And that's
With
my
that
loser
being
speech.
Said,
that's my loser
Jesse
speech.
stays the MVP, the most valuable podcaster for another week.
Let's see that trophy, Jesse.
Let's see that trophy, boy.
That beautiful trophy.
I gotta be honest with you guys. I don't feel right holding this up to this camera right now.
But it looks so right.
I'm gonna have to be honest with you guys. I as the up and coming host and now MVP, sacrifice half of my win to give Matt half a win.
Woohoo! Let's put that on the scorecards.
So we can
So
keep.
what, does that mean that you both win and lose, so you both have a winners and losers speech?
I have a winner and loser speech, and it says that my opinion is that of my own and not of my place of employment, including this podcast. And I will say that with you two being my best friends, I don't feel right sitting in front of this camera, taking a win from Matt in an episode that got deleted that I could not save. So as a result, in seeing the fight, the passion, the dedication and determination in Matt's soul, I could not run away in this episode really without his help.
Here, just
because he kept me going.
Here, throw the trophy to me. Oh, hey!
And now we both have trophies.
Now we both got trophies. This is great.
We split it in half.
I said,
just break the bottom.
I was like, man, it'd be funny if we could do that. But I was like, oh, I can't do that because this ain't even my trophy. But, yeah, I feel like it's fair, Matt. Matt, do you feel like that's a fair resolution to this whole episode? And after the circumstances of this being deja vu?
Yeah. Now since we have half points, I just want to get tied with Alex, and then just to be a half a trophy above him. Just no reason, just because.
Just always set the bar low. Always beat Alex just by a smidgen.
Just by a hair.
And I don't want to. I'm not doing this as a sacrifice or a nobility act. I'm just doing this as the empath and good friend that I am, and took it on my own volition to make things right in this world. And I hope you all out there watching this can understand. And I hope you, Alex, as the former host, passing the baton per se, can understand my decision.
Well said.
Well said. It was great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Matt, do you have anything to say before I wrap it up?
But
nope. Just go ahead and wrap it up.
All right, everyone. Thank you for watching yet another episode of the P.A.N. podcast. Once again, the podcast about nothing. go ahead and smash that like on wherever you find these videos. We have them posted to YouTube now. Is that correct? Yep, we have YouTube. We have it here on Spotify, Facebook, correctly, TikTok. We do have that. And pretty much just please try to share whatever you can. I mean, I think that this content's pretty good. Maybe your friends will too. So please spread the word that the P.A.N podcast boys, we're out here. We're just trying to make it. We're just trying to make the big time. So other than that, hope you guys have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching this. And obviously, we'll see you in the next episode. So, P.A.N out.
P.A.N out.
Pad out.